Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be mango research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's SNX, that is Synthetix, analysis video. I have Sean with me on this one. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Jeez Louise, Krisha, what's up with the excitement? Could it be because Bitcoin's pumping, or is it because all your altcoin bags are pumping? Guys, you hear the excitement, Krisha's voice?
A little bit of both, and it's crazy, you know, that the markets, they're giving us these little signatures, especially the altcoins. I'm more excited about the altcoins right now than even Bitcoin, and you know, I have quite a significant position in Bitcoin already, but I don't know, the altcoin charts are looking so good. It's sort of tipping me off on whether we actually see an alt rally this time, Sean. What are your thoughts on this?
Bitcoin is being a little bit interesting here too. I may do a analysis on Bitcoin later this evening, actually. Beginning to make me feel like those big moves are coming soon. It could be on both though, right? On the altcoins as well as Bitcoin making moves. That's when you know you're in a proper bull market.
That's true. But for today's agenda, guys, we're only going to be sticking to SNX USDT. Okay, just that one pairing. It's going to be a rather... I think this one's going to be a rather short analysis, Sean, because there's not much to talk about as far as SNX is concerned. Okay, there are some really, really interesting regions of support, and it's going to be a very simple if this then that, but I don't want to jump the gun here. Let's first start off with the Mango dashboard. Okay, now I'm currently on the 4-hour time frame on the Mango dashboard because I noticed something very interesting that just got triggered on the dashboard for SNX. So let's go ahead and filter out SNX from this list. Okay, and as you can see, that USDT pairing on the 4-hour time frame just flipped long. Like it happened just now.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so there are a few developments on this chart, and at least as far as the TA is concerned. So USDT has flipped long. However, it is worthy to note that the Bitcoin pairing is still short. Okay, but now let's...
All right, so this gets really interesting now, Krisha, because you and I were talking about a couple of things on SNX on the higher time frames, but now this analysis may actually be a bit longer than we expected, because I want to pull up a couple more things in today's video. But yeah, go ahead and get started.
Okay, cool. So now let's pan on over to the charts. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the 2-day time frame because, as many of you guys know, that SNX is a relatively new coin. Right, there's not much price history to it, so I think 2-day is, I think it's fairly macro for the kind of price action SNX has on its chart. So what I see here, Sean, okay, I currently have the Mango Dynamic opened up as well, so just a quick heads up. The dynamic has officially turned green on this. Okay, it's telling us that hey, there is a shift in that trend. We're seeing that bullish momentum perhaps actually starting to pick up here. But what I really, really like about this picture right now, okay, now you guys can see that I have my horizontals drawn out on the chart. Now these horizontals, believe it or not, I've had it now for like weeks on end. Okay, I think I probably drew these in last month. And Sean, the major support that I have on my chart currently is coming in at $15.77. Okay, that is the region that we just tested, and we are currently sort of bouncing off of. And not just that, notice how the dynamic is sloping up towards that region as well.
Yep.
Okay, and if you look at this entire sort of consolidation that we're in, what is it drawing out for us right now? It looks like a beautiful falling wedge. And now this is something that you brought up to my attention earlier today, right? You're like, Krisha, SNX may have something very interesting on this chart. What are your thoughts on this? What are your regions of support that you are looking at?
So, Krisha, if you do turn on, so you're looking currently at the daily time frame, right?
The 2-day time frame.
Okay, you're looking at the 2-day time frame. Okay,
yes.
So on the 2-day time frame, if you look at the Mango Dynamic, we have clear support over there. There has been accumulation zone, right? We were purple for the longest time. We had the massive run up while price was green. Then we went into a consolidation zone, the Mango Dynamic calling it perfectly. And now, right, we are seeing it not just turn green, but the slope turn aggressive. All of this is lining up with the fact that we have a possible falling channel, which, by the way, I am looking at as a massive bull flag. So if you just zoom out a little bit and draw on a pole coming in all the way from around the middle of December, right? So 12th of December, right, where we last broke out of the mango dynamic, retested it, right, broke out of the downtrend rather, retested it. That's a massive pole to me.
Yeah.
So we can just go ahead and draw in a measured move right now. If we do break that, I'm getting around 45 to like $40 to $45 as a possible target, right?
Yeah.
So now the question is, what are the probabilities of this actually playing out? So the first clue over here is that, hey, the dynamic has flipped green. We also have it sloping towards the upside. But this isn't enough, because if you do notice, Krisha, the top of the cloud, right, the mango cloud is still above price, right? So we're within that equilibrium zone over here. The op line is over there as well. And
Yeah.
that's actually lining up with the falling wedge that I'm drawing, right? The top of the op line is lining up perfectly with the falling wedge that I'm drawing.
Okay.
On my chart at the very least. So I'll be looking for price to break above there. Okay. But now notice again, like we said, falling channel onto support. We've talked about this in multiple videos before on streams as well. That is a downtrend, right? A downtrend onto support that usually indicates that, hey, the higher time frames may step in now and actually push the price, or rather reverse the trend. So now we want to look into the lower time frames for clues of this. You just mentioned, Krisha, that on the 4-hour time frame on the dashboard we flipped long. Okay, but we're still short on the 12-hour time frame. So we want to look for that now. We want to look for clues to see that, hey, are there signs that the 12-hour may flip long as well very soon? So I'm going to switch on over there, Krisha, and I want to turn on the Ichimoku, because I've been looking at this, especially this. Okay, now I'm noticing a signature over here that I do notice often on the Ichimoku. We have broken the cloud towards the downside, lost the 200 moving average over there. Do you have your 200 moving average open?
I can pull it up. And there we go. Yes.
But there's no continuation. Okay, we're not seeing any continuation towards the downside, but we're seeing consolidation around it. We're also seeing a Kumo twist over there coming up, and you and I both know what that means, right? Okay, so price guys usually tends to get sucked into the Kumo twist, at least for a retest. But this time around, that retest is going to line up with a break of this falling channel. But remember, this falling channel is happening on the daily and the 2-day time frame. So even if we do see this price move up over here on the 12-hour, I'll be expecting some kind of consolidation and sideways action along the falling wedge before continuation. Now, Krisha, the neat chart on the daily, you're going to notice that things on the Ichimoku get really interesting over there. We have tested the bottom of the cloud. Tenkin, Kijun flip bearish, but looking now to twist back into a bullish structure above the cloud. Yeah. So if we start seeing price close about $20, that's an easy trade, in my opinion, to $40.
Yeah, I completely agree. At the very least, the more conservative measured move, even on this break, if we do start closing candles over that $20 region, it's going to come in at $26, basically testing those highs that we put in back in Feb, right? Yeah. Exactly. Additionally, now this is, of course, it's going to be an if this then that. If you pan it over to your 4-hour time frame, Sean, keep your cloud on. Okay, I'm noticing something here. So now we have established that on the Mango dashboard, we've seen that trend switch green, right? It's switched, it's given us a bullish trend change on that. And I'm saying that, okay, so I'm noticing that we're, price is currently putting in, at the very least on the 4-hour time frames, we're putting in a series of, higher lows, right? So I'm going to just mark it out right here. Or at the very least, we're in the process of putting in another high low right here. Okay. Yeah. So we have one low, we have a higher low. What I am anticipating is that if we start living over that Tenkin and the 21 EMA, I'll be looking for price to test the wick highs. Now this one comes in on 26th of March, coming in at $17.64. I'm going to go ahead and put in a horizontal ray. Now think about it. Okay. Now just try and picture this in your head. If price actually ends up getting up there, what is that going to look like?
A potential test of the top of the rising wedge that I have drawn, or possible break of it too.
So this is basically, it's going, so at least on the 4-hour time frame, it's going to look like a little mini double bottom there, right? and the measured move would take us to the top of the wedge. So it's going to be like a cascading sort of, you know, it's going to be cascading rips onto each other from one time frame to the other, to the other, to the other. But the biggest tell is going to be as soon as SNX USDT actually starts breaking that falling channel to the upside. Right?
Yep. So essentially, a trend reversal is what we're looking for, and we are beginning to see the early signs of that. So by the way, guys, unless you're playing this region as a support zone, the $15 region, the $15 to $16 region, keep in mind that the trend is still towards the downside, and you may either want to wait for the trend to switch towards the upside, or you could get a early position along the support zone, knowing that the trend is against you, but counting, or your bet is that, hey, you know what, I'm looking at a rounded formation over here. We've tested once already, bounce aggressively, come down to test it a second time, not seeing any conviction from the bears. I'm looking for this to reverse. It's not reversed yet, but I'm willing to take that chance.
Yeah. Boom. And so that's the thing with SNX right now. I think it's looking interesting. It's beginning to show us signs of reversal. However, I think it's prudent to note that there's still a little more left to go. I want to see price actually take out some major regions in order for us to really anticipate that push, Sean, that we're looking for, that bullish push to actually break the falling channel to the upside.
Yep.
Awesome. So you guys have our levels, right? Sean, any other final notes?
Nope. Again, guys, the cleanest shot is the 2-day time frame. In my opinion, you could be looking at the daily too. The best thing to do is to be patient. Don't FOMO. Don't make your decisions on the low time frames. Make your decisions based on the high time frames. But you could look at the low time frames for clues. Those are my parting words of wisdom.
Beautiful. Now, with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.
Ciao.